13 days ago, I started this series, Soup's UFC 324 Breakdown, where I break down one fight a day leading up until the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view's tomorrow. Let's break down the main event, boys. It's time. Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje. Let's go! Here we have our Tale of the Tape, brought to you by We Want Picks, the absolute best Instagram handle to find UFC Tale of the Tapes for any UFC fight. We got Paddy Pimblett going against Justin Gaethje. As you see, a couple of significant things to look at here. The age discrepancy. They're both orthodox fighters. The reach is pretty similar. Paddy's got a little bit of a reach advantage. And then the height. I noticed even in the weigh-ins and the meetups, it looks like Paddy is a little bit taller, so that's a little something to keep an eye on. But the volume is something to watch out for with Justin. Justin tends to be a volume striker. Paddy tends to get the job done with big punches and big submissions. This is going to be a very interesting fight. Let's look at their records. Let's start with Paddy the Baddy. He's 23-3. He's a 31-year-old fighting out of Liverpool, England, and he is the absolute face of that area for mixed martial arts. This guy is an absolute stud, and as you can see, this is why. Bro gets W's. He goes out there and gets the job done. He was the former Cage Warrior champion, and then he came here and started getting huge wins. He wins some fight of the night, some knockout of the nights. I hear a lot of people shitting on his strength of schedule, and this is something I really want to speak on because a lot of people give him crap. Oh, Michael Chandler. Oh, Tony Ferguson. Let's look at Justin Gaethje's record. First, give him a proper breakdown. He's 26-5. He is at 37 years of age. He's fighting on the Greenlee, Colorado. He fights with Trevor Whitman and those guys over there. He is the most violent man, quote unquote, in the UFC. But I really think that we're going to see some levels to the fight game in this. I don't want to hear the strength of schedule stuff because Justin Gaethje has some wins over Michael Chandler and Tony Ferguson as well. He was actually the person who I believe ended Tony Ferguson's career. But then he has the wins over Fiziev and Dustin Poirier. But I'm telling you, man, the strength of schedule, yes, Gaethje's fought a lot better fighters, but a lot of the similar fighters too, and he's got some losses on his record. I think he's a little bit older. I think there's legitimate levels to this fight game, and I think Paddy's performing at that absolute top level, but this is going to be the fight that really shows us Paddy Pimblett's here to stay. Don't sleep on Justin Gaethje, but I don't think this strength of schedule thing is important as people say it is. So let's go over the keys to victory. We're going to start with Justin Gaethje. This is how you can get the job done, Justin. Key to victory number one for Justin Gaethje, it's going to be damage and pressure output. We have to cut the cage and utilize leg kicks to keep Paddy Pimblett off his rhythm. Key to victory number two is we have to limit the extended grappling, Justin. When Paddy ties you up or puts you in that, we got to try to scramble and get back up as quick as we can, because Paddy will choke you out. And key to victory number three is probably the most important one and the most obvious one, is to utilize that fight IQ and the experience you've had in the octagon. You've been in this position many more times in these bright lights than Paddy has. It's your time, Justin, and these are your three ways to win. Now let's go over Paddy's keys to victory. Key number one for me, his first key to victory is to utilize that reach advantage. He's got a 3-inch reach advantage. We got to keep him at a fun distance where you can pepper him, but still put on pressure and then start slowly adding some pressure to those shots and hitting him with harder shots as the fight goes on. Key to victory number two is to mix the strikes with the submission. It's going to be able to keep Justin off of his feet from landing too much rhythm and landing these big punches with his aggressive nature. We got to throw the submission threats in there, but I want it to come off of the striking. I want a couple big shots and then a quick takedown, start transitioning to the arm bars and the arm triangles. I think that could be a huge move. And key number three for me is to stay moving and avoid those prolonged exchanges. It is absolutely no secret that Justin Gaethje strives in a firefight. So Paddy, what we need to do is be able to take advantage of that, keep that away, work at your pace, be able to go at your speed, and you're going to get your hand raised tomorrow. And the official prediction for the main event is going to be Paddy Pimblett via submission in round 3. I think this is going to be a really good fight, and way too many people are sleeping on Justin Gaethje. This dude is the real deal, widely known as the most violent man in the UFC, but I think Paddy gets it done. It sets up the White House fight versus Ilia Topuria. I cannot wait. Guys, thank you for tuning in for this entire series. It has been an absolute blast. I've gotten a lot of good feedback. As always, at Soup's MMA Preview, you know I appreciate everything. And finally, we got one more sleep. I'm going to throw out all my picks on a one-page pamphlet today, and I can't wait, boys. At Soup's MMA Preview, tune in every week for a series like this. And as always, I'll see you at the